my name's Claire and this is Stitch Sew. Thank you so much for joining me today for another video. Now today's video is a Friday Sews video, so I'm going to be talking to you all about what I've been up to in terms of sewing, some plans, some fabric, etc. So if that interests you, please stick around with me today. So before I get started, I'll remember to mention what I'm wearing for once. I have got on the Charlie Caftan by Closet Core Patterns. Now this is a dress that I made towards the later part of the summer last year, and it was actually a part of a collaboration that I did with the lovely Rachael from the French Seams. We both sewed up this dress and we talk about in our video, so I will link those in the description below. But the funny thing was that we both ended up choosing a fabric that was remarkably similar to each other. Obviously got very similar tastes, so yeah, this is a lovely make, lovely and cool and breezy, but also you can kind of dress it up, dress it down. Yeah, it's lovely. So my week in terms of sewing, not a lot, I'm afraid. I think I probably say that each week, but it really was not a lot this week. I managed to finish off the last of my selfless sews that I was doing. I say that I didn't manage the shirt for my husband, but I will talk about that perhaps a little bit later on. But I did manage to finish off my last selfless sew that I had earmarked that I was going to do in the month of April, and that was some slippers for my sister. Now these are basically identical to the slippers that I made for myself a couple of months ago, slightly smaller in size. They've got denim soles, and I've used some needle cord, sort of quite a strong needle cord, almost like more like an upholstery weight type needle cord for the main body. The inside of the slipper has got the same fabric as this bias binding that I've created, so that's quite a nice touch, and I will gift those to her next time I see her. So she does know about them, so it's not a great surprise because she does watch my videos, so she knew that they were coming. So I'm sure she won't mind me showing them to you before I've shown them to her, although she'll be seeing them as well. So yeah, that's good. So that's the only thing that I have managed to sew. I really wanted to make some progress on another chalk and notch fringe dress, and I haven't, so that plan will roll into next week. I haven't even managed to cut out the pattern because I'd already done that bit. What other pattern did I cut out? Oh, my shirt for my husband. So I was previously going to be using the Helen's Closet Cameron shirt, but I had to do quite a lot of grading with that, and then the lovely Adam from Adam Sews has gifted me this pattern, which is the Jensen Relaxed shirt pattern by Wardrobe by Me, and I've made a shirt previously for my husband, a different pattern, but the sort of the camp style shirt, I think it's called their tropical shirt, so I know that it should hopefully work out quite nicely. So I have got that, I've stuck the pattern pieces together and I've cut them out, so I just need to cut that out in the fabric. So hopefully probably in the next week or two I will get round to that one. So what have I been up to since I last saw you? So a little bit of sewing, and part of that sewing was done at the lovely social that I went to, Sewing Social. So on Saturday I went to the lovely Katherine from Soverton Makery's Sewing Social, which I think she calls Meet and Stitch, and because it's not just for sewing, you can you know, crochet, knit, whatever takes your fancy really. Just be there with like-minded crafty people to enjoy some sort of social time whilst taking part in your desired hobby. So that was a really lovely time. I got to see lots of lovely fellow sewists and things, so that was absolutely brilliant. I chatted with lots of lovely people, so thank you to everyone that stopped and talked to me, and so that was really lovely. The lovely Anna from You Got Me in Stitches was there, Jen from One Girl Creates was there, and also the lovely Laura from the Specky seamstress was there with her sort of partner in her business, which I'm really sorry I can't remember her name. I'll see if I can find it out and I'll pop it along the bottom. And they were both really lovely. So Anna from the Specky seamstress, Jen from One Girl Creates, and Laura et al. Were all there, all doing their own sort of crafting projects, but were also there with some of their lovely products. So I bought some labels that the Specky seamstress does, and these ones say "You are a superstar." Hopefully you can see those okay, if not I'll pop a picture up. And there's some long ones, and 3 long ones, and 3 sort of fold over ones, so they're really great and will be perfect for going in the makes that I make for my boys. So yeah, I really liked those, so I picked those up. The other thing that is also there that we all sort of take bits and pieces in for is a swaps table. So you know, you take things in that perhaps you're not so in love with or not using anymore, whether that be fabric or patterns or notions or whatever, and you can leave it on the table and then other people can go up and have a little look. So I took along a couple of things, and I've also picked up a couple of things this week. So one of the patterns that I picked, one of the items was a pattern. So a massive thank you to whoever's pattern that I picked up, and it is a So Different pattern, and it is their crossover jumpsuit. Now I've never made a jumpsuit before, so I thought that would be rather nice to try, and it's for woven fabrics, or heavy or sort of more structured knits. So you can use like a scuba, or they describe it as a heavy knit, but you can also use chambray, lightweight wool, viscose, crepe, cotton, denim, scuba, heavy knits. So quite a wide variety of different ones that you can make it with, and I quite liked the fact that it's got a reasonably tapered leg on it, because actually I find that whilst wide leg looks fantastic on other people, I don't think it does. I don't feel that great in it. I don't think it suits me, so I think that would be quite nice to have a go at. And I think you can do it at this sort of slightly crop length, or you can make it obviously longer, and I think there's different, yeah, so there's a 3/4 length trouser and a full length trouser. No doubt I'll still have to lengthen them because it'll be too short for me because I'm quite tall, but that's an usual adjustment I have to make. The other thing I'll have to watch is the length between the waist and the crotch length, because I'm quite long in that area. Is that the right word to describe it? But yeah, I thought it might be worth a try. Not quite sure when I'll get round to it, but yeah, thank you so much to whoever popped this on the swaps table. And the other item that I picked up, and potentially I guess I could use it for the jumpsuit, maybe, hadn't really thought about that bit, is this polka dot cotton fabric. Now I believe the lovely Clare had popped this on the table. There's quite a lot of it as well, so yeah, really looking forward to it. I love navy. I think it's a colour that works well for me. I feel quite confident in navy, and so a navy sort of polka dot is perfect. And yeah, so if I don't make the jumpsuit, then I could make the lyra, or again the chalk and notch fringe. It is not quite a lawn, but not a really heavy poplin either, somewhere in between, I'd say. So yeah, a nice weight to it, and yeah, looking forward to that one. I think it will work well for all seasons because of it being navy, but because of it not being particularly thick, it would work well in the summer too. So thank you to the 2 lovely ladies that brought those along. And the only thing that's arrived in the post this week is some buttons from Buttons and Things. I bought them on Etsy, so they are Buttons and Things Co, and they're based in Cornwall. And I just bought some buttons don't know how well that's going to show up, some little red, tiny little red buttons, with the idea that I would use them on my chalk and notch fringe dress, which I'm going to be cutting out of this fabric, which was my plan for last week, which has moved on to my plan for this week. And I just thought those red buttons would pick up the red flowers quite nicely, and I think that will be a reasonable match. So that's the only thing that has arrived this week in the post, but hopefully I will make a start on that this week, because I'm really chomping at the bit. I just haven't had A, the time because of work, and B, the energy to sew in the evenings, which for me is quite difficult. I find that it is the time that it helps me to chill out, but equally I just haven't had the headspace to be able to do it. But now, after a kind of almost a week of not being at my machine, I am definitely missing it and can't wait to get sewing. So I really hope this is a long bank holiday weekend, because we've got the coronation this weekend, so I'm hoping that I will definitely be able to fit in a bit more sewing this weekend, and really looking forward to that. So another thing that I just wanted to mention is the giveaway that I announced for my 2,000 subscribers. Now, thank you so much to everybody that has entered so far. What I will do, I think, is announce the winner in next week's Friday Sews. So it'll give you, if you haven't entered and you wish to do so, a chance to hop over to that video. I'll link it up above and down below in the description, and you can pop over, enter that giveaway, answer the question in that video, and be in the chance of winning a PDF pattern of your choice for the winner. So thank you again to everyone that's taken part. It's really brilliant, and thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel and watches and likes and comments. It is just brilliant. Love it, love it, love it. My plans for the week ahead have got to be getting this one sewn up. I'm really excited about sewing this up as the chalk and notch fringe dress. I'd really like to also cut out the pattern for my husband, because once it's cut, I'm far more likely to sew it. As you all know, if you've watched my channel before, the cutting out is the least favourite part of the process for me. Don't mind so much the cutting out of the paper pattern, but the bit of the fabric, I think it's because I generally have to take all of my stuff into onto the dining room table and cut everything through, and it just feels like a little bit of a faff. So I shall try and cut this out and the shirt out at the same time, so I've got at least 2 projects on the go that I can sew before I have to do it again. I will be definitely putting together my plans for May as well, so watch out for that video coming out hopefully this week too. And I also at some point need to record just a roundup of everything that I got made for Selfless Sew April 22. So thank you to everybody that took part in that. Absolutely incredible. Can't believe the number of entries we had. Absolutely brilliant. There was some such creative makes and some lovely sort of stories behind some of the makes as well. So yeah, just thank you so much to everybody that got behind that challenge and entered, or was a vlogger, or was one of our amazing sponsors. Just incredible. It's been such fun having a look at them all. Sorry it's taken us a while to announce the winners, but that will happen over this weekend, and yeah, you will know whether you have been one of our lucky winners. So yeah, sort of congratulations to anybody that has won. Obviously some people will win as part of the 3 prizes for each category, and then there's a whole load of people that were just being picked at random as well. So yeah, lots of lovely prizes that will hopefully be you will all find out about this week. So that's my Friday sews for this week, folks. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please do give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really love it if you would consider doing so. But until next time, take care, happy sewing, bye.